It's been there for years.
Thank
She always tries to get us and the kids to play and it's like, oh, there's laundry to do.
We're getting her over to the Tournament of Champions.
Yeah? Okay.
Remember,
There's one person out there?
Matt said his daughter is unbelievable. He can't even close. So that's somebody else.
I know that-
Mitch, how you
Every time
doing?
you hear something like that, I know you're thinking, oh, a new
I'm
challenge.
doing a lot better in another half hour.
Yeah.
It's adopted.
All right, I hear
We do,
What do you mean 3 hours?
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
you. This is pretty
we got
all the work's been done.
1 minute, give or take.
I was thinking earlier, like, when's the last time we had a full-time CFO? Seemed
It
nice.
was.
It was Sandy Rice, so it's been a few years now, so it'd be nice this year going into.
Oh,
Next year.
Like,
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
It's gonna save a decent amount of money for
Believe
which
it is all
we
done.
have to spend.
right, because we had to have Jeanette and Mitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Andy Rice, the Excel expert.
Yeah, don't get me going. Come on, I'm being recorded. 5:29, guys, so.
okay. Is there some incense burning in this room?
It's my
No, it might be.
Okay, it is 5:30. Call this meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I wish to announce the 48-hour notice is required under the Open Public Meetings Act was emailed to the Asbury Park Press, the Coast Star, and the New Coaster on December the 18th of 2025. That a copy has been placed on the bulletin board in the borough office and that a copy has been filed with the municipal clerk. Please be advised, public attendance for meetings through Zoom is not mandatory and a courtesy only. If for any reason Zoom fails or is disconnected, the in-person meeting will continue without interruption and action can and will be taken providing that there is an in-person quorum. Mr. Noble?
Here.
Ms. Greenblatt?
Here.
Mr. Carr?
Here.
Mr. Nowicki? Excused? Mayor Gubatose?
Here. Thank you. Welcome, folks who have come out for our budget adoption meeting tonight. Appreciate your attendance and same to those joining us via Zoom. We'll move to item 5 on the agenda, which is in fact our 2026 municipal budget public hearing and adoption activity. I'll start that off to ask the council, any comments or questions anyone would like to make before we open it up to the public? Everybody's good?
Mhm.
All right, I'll also note that our CFO, Mr. Mitch Syme, is with us, so any questions from the audience, please feel free to ask. And with that said, I'll make a motion that we open this hearing up for the public related to the 2026 municipal budget.
Second,
Mr. Noble?
yes.
Ms. Greenblatt?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Nowicki? Excused? Mayor Gubatose?
Yes. All right, the public hearing is now open. Comments or questions from the public with us?
Okay.
I see no hands and no hands
Nope.
on Zoom, right? That is a,
No,
That's the cursor.
yeah, that's that good old cursor. All right, seeing no comments or questions, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing. Is there a second?
Second. Mr. Noble?
Yes.
Ms. Greenblatt?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Nowicki? Excused? Mayor Gubatose?
Yes. All right, now, we do have time to have a governing body discussion on the municipal budget adoption. Any discussion, comments on before we vote to adopt the budget?
I just want to thank CFO Syme and you, Mayor Gubatose, for your hard work in getting this to the finish line, and thank you.
Yeah,
I'll echo that, yeah, because it was really refreshing, like to have a meeting with you. You sat down with Sean and me. I felt you were transparent, you were inclusive, you were collaborative, you were helpful to the public, and it was very refreshing. And I was just saying before, I'm really looking forward to this year, starting in November, having a full-time CFO. We haven't seen that in years, and it's a very welcome change. And I'm very, very happy you're on board.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the same, Ish. I said it at our last meeting, but you've been a breath of fresh air, just the way you not only dove into helping us develop this year's budget, but you're also continuing to identify control weaknesses and, I won't get into a lot of depth there, other than to say there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. I feel the borough's in good hands, and I'm really happy that we, as a council, decided to move forward, bringing in a full-time CFO. Our past service from shared service CFOs was certainly solid support, but I don't think any of them really had the time to devote to the borough, the time needed to really get us back on track. So you've been as I said, a breath of fresh air. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I mean, it's total ownership, and I'm sure as much as we're looking forward to the process next year, I'm sure you're looking forward to at least continuing on your own work and not having to, come behind somebody else.
Mhm.
We have almost a daily conversation about the fact that we're making progress, but there's still a way to go. So as long as we keep making progress, that's more than we've probably been able to say for a number of years. So thank you again. Okay, if there's no other comment or questions, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-184, which would be the adoption of the 2026 municipal budget.
Second.
Ms. DeNoble?
Yes.
Ms. Greenblatt?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Nowinki excused, Mayor Gubatosi?
Yes. Item 6 on the agenda is public comments. Any comments, whether it be on this agenda or in general, feel free to raise your hand. Mr. West.
Sort of, well, Bob was 518 North Avenue. Roundabout, because I'm not good on finances and accounting. This is the 2026 budget adoption. Where do we kind of lost count with the past ones that were such a disaster and they were getting audited and they had to get redone and looked at and by somebody who was really here, knowing what they're doing. Where are we with all those? 22, 23 budgets, 24, 5, are we out of the woods with that yet?
So we're always lagging. There's always a lag. So we'll probably never be quote unquote out of the woods, at least in terms of the timing of audits versus where we are. Because the audit right now, for example, our auditors are preparing the 2025 audit.
Okay.
They're looking at the 2025 year while we are approving a 2026
Right,
budget.
yeah, it's always been-
Yeah, and to the extent they find discrepancies or they propose adjustments to the 25 financials that we've already closed, we the borough have closed. Usually they're insignificant, if any. But there's always a possibility that an auditor may come back and ask us to make more significant adjustments. We won't know that probably maybe until August timeframe or maybe a little later, but usually it should be August timeframe. So that said, we are out of the woods through 2024. And we had a couple of particularly bad audits and the audits were fine. The results of the audits were not particularly good in 22 and 23.
Those are the ones that I'm more concerned about, was where it was.
The auditors of those years shared that many concerns, including most striking, that they felt we didn't have internal controls, financial controls, and without any controls, they said they really had trouble opining on the reasonableness of our financial statements because they said we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what might be missing. It could be significant, and they said in the audit report they said it could be significant and we would not identify it. That's how bad we were back in 22, 23. As we came in 25, where we had, for the first time a new CFO, we had, a new mayor.
BA.
Yep, a new BA. We began the process of cleaning things up. I think I can honestly say that process has been accelerated with Mr. Syme's arrival in 26. So 25, it wouldn't surprise me if we're still going to find some of the weaknesses and controls still exist. And I would also say by the end of this year, first of all, in the 24 audit, the last one that was delivered, we immediately, within 2 months, which is identified by law, we immediately provided a response. Mr. Syme, I'm drawing a blank on the terminology. Do you recall?
Yeah, it's the, we need to, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
No.
There is a requirement within 2 months. The borough has not met that requirement in years. But we did with Mr. Syme's help in early 26, 2 months ago, maybe. Immediately following the audit, we were able to provide our review of, what actions we would take, corrective action plan,
Right.
the CAP. So we actually, for the first time in many years, we filed a corrective action plan. And we acknowledge that there have been control weaknesses. Mr. Syme has been, and we said this year has been closing out a lot of those concerns. Some of the others we're continuing to work on. So we are getting out of the woods, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
Okay, yeah, I guess, yeah, I have the feeling that the future is looking good. I was just wondering about some of the baggage that you kind of left and conquered.
Yeah, and we've said this publicly, but I'll say it again just to respond to your question, but in 25, my first year as mayor, it wasn't just the financial statements, there were some actual real expenditures that the borough did not see coming as we entered that year. The cost of the union settlement, a few of the more significant lawsuits. So there were some very significant expenditures that were not appropriately budgeted for, that no one knew they were coming. And that definitely has created some challenges for Mr. Syme, getting us closing out the 2025 year. And some of those even had an impact rolling into how we set the 2026 budget. So by the time we get through 2026, I think we're going to be in great shape, but we're still struggling with some of those challenges, through this year.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions or comments from, yes, sir? Mr. Bartolome.
Rick Bartolome, 116 Newark. Just wondering if we had any indication yet of what the impact of the county and the education will be on the final number of the 4.7% increase?
I have that on my to-do list. I don't have that number yet. I don't think anyone else would have that yet. I'm fairly, Mitch,
We just got the payment schedule from the Board of Ed just recently. Our first payment is actually due until August, so we're gonna break down the numbers on that. We'll have that in the next couple weeks.
we'll be able to give the taxpayers a consolidated tax
That's
rate.
correct, yes.
Okay, what do you think in the next week or two?
Either certainly by the first meeting in August, not
Okay.
not the second meeting in July.
And I can also help there. Between your data you're pulling together and we can reach out to Mr. Aguirre and just, we'll get all the component parts and as soon as we can aggregate them, we will. I share that with the public.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other comments or questions here in the room? Anyone on Zoom? Okay, seeing no other comments or questions, we can, oh, sorry.
Do we happen to know when the concession will open on the boardwalk, the new concession?
Okay, so Councilwoman Greenblatt is asking, when will the new concession open, where the sewer pump station used to be, concession and bathrooms? And the short answer is really soon, but it's to a point where the final finishing touches are going in for plumbing and electricity and a grease trap and like a microwave oven, just very minor things. The expectation is maybe we'll get those in over the weekend or Monday or Tuesday with final little plumbing tweaks. And unfortunately, though, it won't be ready for 4th of July, which is, a major milestone. We think it'll be ready shortly thereafter. And what was I gonna say about that? Oh, and the concessionaire would like to get in as soon as they can. The council's already discounted the fees pretty dramatically in recognition of the significant time missed for the summer. We're likely to discount it a little bit more. We're down to $5,000 and we'll probably discount it more. In fairness to the concessionaire, because we want to make sure we have a strong working relationship, and it is a 5-year contract, so we would love to give them a good first year experience, so the next 4 years will be profitable for them. So that is a long-winded way of saying within a week or two, they should be up and running.
Great, thank you.
And we are scrambling down the finish line right now. One other comment, just because you asked, and it's somewhat related. We will have all the signage around the promenade extension.
There you go.
We will actually physically have it in our hands. There's 10 signs being delivered tomorrow. And those signs will immediately be posted from Fourth Avenue South. Not all the signs will be posted because some of them will go up on July 6th, Monday, when temporary fencing is up. Some of the signs will be on the temporary fencing, can't put them up till the fencing's up, but at least half, if not more, of the signs will be up on Fourth Ave, Third Ave, Evergreen. And those signs are critical because they have some preliminary comments about what's happening. Maybe most importantly, they have a very large QR code, and our residents and beachgoers will all be able to scan that QR code. It'll take them right to the website, and we will be making regular updates, communication updates on our website. So that is another big event. Really, that construction begins July 6th, Monday, right after the 4th of July weekend. Any other comments or questions from the public or the council?
Thank you very much.
All right.
Fireworks on
The
Thursday.
second,
I'm sorry,
Thursday?
yeah.
what was there?
Fireworks.
Fireworks on Thursday. If there are no other public comments and no other council comments, I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
For asking you.